That's got no sound. I might have to reboot that. Oh, Retro Watch. Oh, hi, my good friends. It's Wednesday. It is, it's been raining all day, which is always nice. Let's see. Come on, Retro Watch. Wait, hang on. Oh, that's why. Try now. That's better. It's very loud, though. Seems a bit better. It is indeed, Fritz Walker. It's good. Right. Not just any one, right? It's the new one. The state of that. Yeah. Big fan of that. My good friends, it is Wednesday. It has been raining. You sound like Ty out of Arsenal fans. It's been raining. It's been raining. And OBS. Yeah, OBS does that. I've had a few situations with it over the last couple of days. Hopefully it's calmed down a little bit now, but who knows? We're gonna play some Halloween style stuff, are we? I want to play this. At some point, we haven't played Ghouls and Ghosts in months because of the Mario stuff, so I wouldn't mind to run through that. We'll see how we get on. I might not be able to beat this because I'll level with you. I can't remember how to play this. But yes. Check the links in the description if you haven't already. There's everything there from our Patreon, which lets you get exclusive videos, pick the games you play, and all kinds of other stuff as well. There's a PayPal link if you want to send me some cash to help with the run of the channel. It's much appreciated. And there's a Ko-fi link, which is basically the same thing, but if you haven't got PayPal. And finally, there's an affiliate link as well over to Muscle Moose. If you click on that, then if you buy anything there, then I'll get a bit of a kickback from that. But if you use the code over at www.musclemoose.co.uk, if you use the code OCC20, that is OCC20, you got 20% off your order. Offers not included, only in the UK for the time being. Free delivery on items or a shop of over 50 of the King's pounds. Let me go let Bert out. He really doesn't want to be in here. Go on, little man. You run free. I get that it's Halloween. Oh, right, yeah, not played this in ages. Let us it's great though, isn't it? Hang on. Shut in. Let me. More ambient straight away. This is more fitting, I feel, of Halloween style stream. Right. All messages. Yes. Right. God almighty, I've not played this in ages. Oh, bollocks. Let's go. Let me know. Hang on. Move that to there. Let me know sound levels if you could. Okay. Alright. Got to try and remember what my usual power-up strategy is. Oh dear. I'm sure you good people can remember even if I can't. Right. Shall we go? We might as well, haven't we? Got it, won't you? Oh, that's unlucky. I thought that was the one. Nearly. So wait. What do we go here? We go at axes, right? There's an axe here somewhere, isn't there? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, I forgot about that. Bodied. Oh! Right, now where? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I remember this bit. Shot. Oh, Jesus, this is a bit of the... There's going to be a lot of, is this the bit with the... Because I'm not going to remember how to do any of this. Aha, not today. Brilliant. I guess I'll wait then. Right, we're gonna die a few times as I get used to this again. I really haven't played this in about God knows how long, 12 months maybe. Okay. Sorry, I thought someone was... Oh, fuck, I thought someone was coming in then. Real question is, right, is there another boomerang? Hey, Payzil. Mate, have I got a Super Mario Bros. 3 update for you, son? A strategy. How can... I was going to say, how can I have... Hang on. Sorry, it's bit. But this is hard enough already. Bit. I might not beat this. Does this work on bosses? Let's find out. It does. Wow. Didn't feel that fair, did it? So I was playing Mario 3 the other day, right? And I did a was it today? Anyhow, I was doing World 2, right? So I did the first 2 levels pretty quick. Hang on, do I need to change weapons here? I do, don't I? Or no, I don't, do I? Oh, bollocks. No, I need to keep the boomerang, didn't I? Ah, well. I'll need one of these anyway at some point. Anyhow, did the first 2 levels pretty quick, did the castle pretty quick, right? Came to do World 3. Oh yeah, I do need it free, don't I? Fucking shot that was. Gonna have to just go here. Go! Yeah, came to do World 3. Did World 3, right? And Hammer Brother appeared right in front of me. And I thought to myself, well, I've got to go past this to get to the quicksand bit, right? So I thought, well, I've got to do this anyway. So I thought I might as well do this, right? So I go kill the Hammer Brother, right? Oh, I'm not putting it out as a video because I can't watch it, but I need to tell you about it, right? Oh, fucking hell. I suppose I've got the wrong weapon anyway. So I kill the Hammer Brother, and it's the one with the actual hammer. So I get, in essence, mostly early hammer, right? Which is like, so you skip the quicksand level and World 5. I did the pyramid pretty quick, right? I had the whole level done in like 5 minutes 30 seconds, under 5 minutes 30 seconds. And my PB normally for the actual time was 6:45, which is mad, really. I mean, wait, there's food here, isn't there? Does it work on the mummies? Let's find out. No. Well, it stops the music anyhow. The scrappiest. So with that, the mad thing is, the problem now is the fact that, like, if you look at my sum of best times, it fits in. Yeah, I know, Jonesy. No, well, it looks like it, doesn't it? I've died loads of times. Like, none of this is based on strategy. It's just me trying to remember how to beat this properly. I should have watched one of my other clears before I got on. Wait. No. Dun, 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 dun. Shot. Yeah, so the actual sum of best clears is based around a set of circumstances that can't really happen, which is getting an early hammer, but also using the hammer to skip the castle on 4. But the castle 4 skips probably only like saves about, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds odd. But yeah, so my sum of best times is now 58 minutes and something odd. Which is pretty mad, really. Oh, I've got to... There's loads... I remember doing this first time and remembering where everything was. Like I'm looking in a mirror, Dale. It's where I am with it. I was alright at this at one point. Too far forward. I'm not going to be able to get that. Oh, nice. Another one. Still got it. Right. Now what? Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, hang on. You're gonna respawn? Yeah. Absolutely rinsed there. There is food on this level, though, I remember. I've got no hearts left. Nice, needed that. That bit gets me. Here, right? Touch. Damn right. Oh, you fucking clown. I didn't mean to do that. Clearly. Never worried. Ah, this bit's tough. Wait. There's another bit of food, right? I'm sure there's another bit of food before we do this next bit. It's in the wall, right? Touch. Right, who's for a pork chop? Best 3 out of 5. Oh, God, I can't remember. This is the bit I need to remember that I can't remember. Right, I'm going to die here a lot of times, so just bear with me while I remember the actual strat for this. Brilliant. Handy. Wait. Well, we can make this bit interesting anyhow. That's a knife, right? Let's go. Wait, I need it from the... That's the right one, right? I need it from the left. Yeah, I do. Amazing I remembered that. Oh, tits. Oh, bollocks. See. Nah, it's not worth getting that. I need to remember this. Brilliant. I remember now. That's it, yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I got it. Well, we're going to restart anyway, so... I mean, I'm going to have another crack at this and try and do it without dying, but... Right. Too early. Interesting. Damn. I was going to say, is that a double? No. Whoa, hang on. That's too much of a risk. Go. Don't get it twice. Bollocks. Oh, that's so unlucky. I think that's probably the best strategy. Yeah, it is. But I mean, without double and without the right number of thingies, like... Go on then. Yeah, no, I've normally got the holy water in 3 by the time I get here, but... Problem is, if I get there without anything other than full energy, that was a really good... That was a really clean first cycle, wasn't it? Shit. Let's get out of the corner. Right, hang on. That's the problem. Need to go past him. Yeah, I did it. I need more than that. Let's go from the start. We can have that. With it, yeah, with 3 holy water, we wreck him there. Ironic that we absolutely need it. I was like, not very far away from killing him with just the boomerangs. That would have been a right random clear, wouldn't it? You're gonna beat Randy Clunt. What a shout that was. God, I can't imagine how bad I must be at Castlevania 3 now. Jesus Christ. Go on, we'll have one go. Terrible. Just fucking leave it. God almighty, dog's not happy with this. What are the odds? My good friends, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Much appreciated. And subscribe and all that other stuff if you haven't already. I mean, it's very, very much a crowd of irregular regulars. That's the one. Right, hang on. So I need to wait here, right? I think Plock showed the levels to which we're all, none of us are better than that. Nice. Difficult bracket in all fairness. What was he in with? Moonwalker. Bubble Bobble. Tough, to be fair, to Plock. And that really random game that Prince Warcrest picked where I was that cybernetic pigeon. That's the one. Cybernetic Geordie Racer. God gave Plock and Roll to you. I love Plock and Roll. Oh yeah, you have to jump there. Plock and Plock. Where's this clown going? Naughty, naughty. Pluck and rope. That could have ended very badly. Still might end badly. I couldn't have chanced that. And this. Absolute bollocks, this. Load of damage I couldn't do anything about. Is there any... There's no food either, is it? Or is there any food on this bit? I can't even remember. Blocky Balbo, no. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's stressy that was, Prince Watercrest. I'll level with you. Shots. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Atmospheric, isn't it? But that... I'll tell you what's dead atmospheric. That forest level on Castlevania 3. The one with all the owls. I really rate that level. The Mad Forest at the one. touch. Bollocks. Don't I'm gonna get that. Catacombs on which one? On 3? Is that the one with the blocks that are falling? I like the Catacombs level in Vampire Hunter, to be honest. Level 4. Block 6. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, there's so many good levels on that, isn't there? Obviously. I mean, it goes without saying, we're all playing the Japanese version, right? Gotta get that soundtrack blaring through. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's a nightmare, isn't it? Brilliant. Can't make that up, can you? Feels like it, doesn't it? I hadn't died either. I don't want to finish this stream without having beat this at least once. Right, tell you what I'll do. Right. We normally do this at the end, but I'll do it now, right? SMB3 strats, right? Here you go, Hazel. You'll like this. Wait. So, this one, right? So, 7-3, right? Normally we get invincible. However, bollocks. Hang on. Wait. It's a new strategy, alright. Still work with this. Okay, you can see it now. Perfect. Right. Did you see that one? Anyhow. So instead of doing the invincible strats, right. Bollocks. Right, I can do it faster than that. Not like that, I can't. That's the jump. Bollocks. I legitimately tried this live and well, hit it actually. It's about getting this first jump right. You need to do a medium jump from about the top of there. There you go. Big jump from there. Big jump from there. I'm not timing that jump right. Right. Fucking hell. I did about 15 of these in a row like the other day. Too small. Oh no, that's alright. That's the strat. There. Right. So that basically. I can do that a lot more reliably than that. But yeah. So that's pretty decent. There's another one as well. For one of the cat. Right. Not that one. Should we have a go at the clip? So the way the clip works, right? I can't do this, right? But the way the 7-1 clip works is, you have to jump and the top of your character has to be in the top right-hand pixel, right, of this door, right? So, like where my hand goes, where I jump there, it needs to be there. You need to be going at a certain speed. But also, and this is the bit, right, your sub-pixel value needs to be either 14, 15, or 16. And I don't even know what that means, right? I don't know what determines that. But basically, what you have to do is to run, jump there, and then jump like that. And if you do it right, what happens is you clip through the wall, basically. So we're going to hear. Right, get comfortable. Honestly, it's like magic when you watch somebody actually do it properly. But the mad thing is, right, I can do this level in about a minute. And if you can clip through the wall, you save like 50 seconds, obviously. But only if you can clip through it like first time perfectly. Anyhow, that's obviously, until I got some kind of ability to do this in any way, the clip is obviously something we're not going to be having a go at doing. Because it's just so unreliable. I'd have finished the level by now. And you'd have finished your dinner. You know what I mean? But that's where, yeah, that's where the 7-1 clip comes in. There was something else as well. This castle, right? So, it's quicker, because we'll always come into this with having the ability to fly. It's quicker to do this. So that's quicker. How many times have I actually hit the clip? Once. On a plane. That's a risk as well, to be honest. Yeah, so normally what we do here is we do this, fly up to here, fly down to here, jump over, fly again, get it, do this bit, jump, fly, try not to die, etc. Right? Yeah, so what you're best doing is getting here, get hit on purpose. You can have... You've got to get the momentum right. But anyhow. As long as you've got P-speed, you're alright. Slow down there, that's the problem. You can't slow there. See, that would have been even better. Bollocks, yeah. There's so many bits, like, if you hit, like, a wall or anything, like, and you lose any kind of momentum, it gives those ghost things time to spawn. And that's what frigs the whole thing up. There we go. So that's, like, a good, what's it? Yeah, a good 20-odd seconds faster. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there is. Oh, hang on. This castle, right? There is a massively risky strategy, right? That I clearly haven't mastered yet, but it involves getting P-speed early. So jumping from there, getting like a... Because the problem is if you don't get a boost jump there, you die. So it's probably not something I'll be attempting. It might be something I attempt on a run where it's already gone, you know what I mean? Even with that, that's still pretty quick-ish. And obviously... Oh, can you imagine if I did it? We won't be attempting Jesus Clip. Because I can't get anywhere near that. Yeah, no. Frame counter makes no difference. That concludes the steps that I've made in Super Mario. I think that's it. Yeah, I got a bit more confident with doing this. Like, we'll always be going this way now. And dying. I got a right comedy bit of lag on a run I was doing this the other day. It does lag a bit there because there's a lot going on. There we go. Much better with that. This one. Now there's a bit of a strat to this. It involves getting P-speed there, you see. Which is obviously a lot faster. This one. Sort of got that strat. I haven't quite got it proper. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's everything. So a lot of new strategies to try. With this, it's about getting it. First time on that. That's a lot faster. So yeah. So long and short is the fact that like we've got quite a few different strategies to try. What's killing me off is just getting the run where it all kind of comes together really. I think we did. Did I show you? Yeah, we did this to the week, didn't we? This one. So hard to get around. What you got to do is get P-speed here. Do like a clip jump. And then you can get to the top of there. It's a lot quicker. So that's a lot faster. And then, instead of waiting for that, we can swoop under. So, long and short, there's quite a lot of time saved in there. one other thing as well. Have I got a map screen anywhere? No, I don't think I have. Hang on. We do this. Oh, bollocks. I'm alright at that now. Apart from the bit where I died, but we're getting a bit faster at that. Let me just get to the end. So, one other thing we do, or we will be doing. So, we're not going to use the hammer. We're going to get the hammer on 2, but we're not going to use it for early hammer because it's not thingy that will do it. But what we are going to do is use a hammer here, and that's going to cut that castle out. So we are gonna do that, and then if the Hammer Brother's there, we'll just take him out with a duck jump if we can, and that'll save us quite a bit of time on that castle. But yeah, like there's a few nice time saves in there. I did have a bit of a strat for this, but it's just. Bollocks. Right, you need to get on top there. Still got piece speed there, have I? Yeah, so that's kind of so yeah, so that's a few of the different time saves that we've got. It's just about getting the right run, really. But it's doable, you know. I just think that we need to. We just got to put it together, haven't we? You know, sun's starting to set now. It's getting a bit atmospheric in here. Seems only right that we try and get that Castlevania clear that we were cheated of before. Let's go. We can do this. So there's some cool stuff in there. Like we've got some good strats now. My best time is still 1:04:57. But I just think that like there's 3 deaths on that. Did anybody see the end of that one that I lost? That one that I put up on Patreon? Friggin' heartbreaking. Brilliant. Yeah, it's hard not to like this music, innit? It's so atmospheric, so I don't know, it's iconic, innit, really. Bollocks. Right. I do fancy trying to get the badge on. Too high. See, if you stand low, it comes at your kind of height here, which isn't enough. So when it tracks where you are, you need to be in the air, but I can never quite get it right. See, that one's much higher because it tracks us where we were higher. See. So if I go, hang on, 1, too low. So 1, too low again, too high. 1, 2, lower. No. Fuck him. Question. Where did I get 34 hearts from? Have I collected them as I've gone along? Has anybody been watching? Nice. just legitimately sounds like a fast show, but no. Satanic jazz. We've got Simon Belmont. What you're probably seeing with Mario now is we're getting away from like flying through levels, because obviously that's slower, you know what I mean? So we're getting to a point where we're like we're taking the harder routes through levels that are quicker, you know, like, because if you speak to people who've played Mario 3 but maybe you've never considered like the strategies you'd employ to speedrun and how those would be different, most people I speak to would be like, oh, you just fly through it all right. But obviously that's like much slower, much slower, which is the mad thing really. It's like really slow in places, like running with P speed. It's just so much quicker. It's the jumps, because you don't like do that slow fall animation. Conductor job, you can't even show up. I saved a lot of paperwork, Marty, surely. You can also answer, where would you like to be in 5 years' time? Not here. So much so that I didn't even show up in the first place. What are your strengths? I work well from home. As evidenced by the fact that I am not here. Yeah, that Konami, like, just that whole kind of soundtracking throughout this entire period, really, it's so unique. But it's so incredible at the same time. Shot. That's 15 minutes more than they deserve by the sounds of things, my friend. Tell a video I watched the other day that like really reminded me of the dawn of YouTube. What's his name? A guitarist, fucking Chris Klein, a Vertex guy. Like that video of him playing like the Jungle Jam at the start of Contra. Incredible. I was like, God almighty, I used to listen to this all the time. Or the one where he does the jungle jam from the start of Contra, and they play his version. They play his version to the guy who wrote the music, whatever his name is, Hidenori. I can never remember his surname. And he's like, oh wow. And then he's just like, this is the sound that I had in my head when I wrote this music. I was like, incredible. You're taking the piss, aren't you? That's terrible. So bad. Ugh. Well, to be fair, right, if you're going to die on this, might as well be here. You can easily, like, get powered up again, I suppose. This is so shit. I'm awful at this. Damage boost, we'll take that. With feeling this time, eh? Right. Bert! Fucking hell. Bert's just come stumbling through here. Yeah, honestly, mate. That was terrible. Terrible. Right, we're done. Right, we're not done, but like, give me 2 secs. Low-key, I do think he was disappointed. Oh, God. Right, let's go again. What time is it? Oh, fucking plenty of time. We're not playing to stream Mario, are we? Yeah, that's it, mine. Oh yeah, I had to go at recording when I was doing one of my when I was practicing on Mario 3. I had to go at using the camera, using the microphone from the camera. It's not bad actually. It's not bad quality at all. I'll have one go at it. That didn't count. No. Oh, we can do that. Oh well. Next time. Wonder if I can, like... Can't bonfire him here if he dives into this. I bet I can. Let's see. He's dying to. Go on, son. Oh, no. Get bonfiring in. Nice. Timestamp that, Prince Watercrest. The Stairwell Bat Barbecue. Sounds like a hardcore band. Kind of feels quite apt that it's gone dark while I've been playing this. Or at least starting to go dark. That's it, innit? Giant moth. I don't know what's scarier, to be honest. I fucking hate moths. When anybody says anything, anyone's Britain, I always just think of it. I always just think of the young ones. I always just think of it. Rick always going on about Thatcher's Britain. Thatcher's bloody Britain. Saw a gecko fight with a cockroach. Jesus Christ. I liken that to when I teach a beginner's jiu-jitsu class and I teach them some kind of gnarly submission that's a bit Instagram at the end. So I always teach like a load of fundamentals because that's the most important stuff. And then I'll just teach them something YouTube and funny at the end, you know what I mean? Teach them some kind of rolling nonsense. Hang on. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, I'll teach them some kind of rolling nonsense or some kind of impractical submission that would never really work most of the time. Very low percentage. And it's hilarious to watch them like spar at the end and forget everything I've taught them so far about the basic fundamentals of, do you know what I mean? Establish a position and all those other things on the off chance of hitting a fucking 1,000,000 to 1 Instagram fucking, do you know what I mean? Rolling armbar or something. That's the one. It's hilarious, honestly. It's absolutely hilarious. I do you know what though? Like, I've made a concerted effort to try and teach a bit more jiu-jitsu since I got my brown belt, and it's been really good. Like with Horizon, obviously, where I train primarily, but role models, the role models gym in Leek, where I teach the beginners classes sometimes. I'm teaching tomorrow night, incidentally. Like, it's always a load of fun. They're a really nice bunch of people, and my friend Dave, whose gym it is, like, he's done a really good job of, I mean, I've been teaching there kind of 2 years now, but done a really good job of setting the whole thing up, you know. It's always the rolling nonsense. Do you know what I mean? It's traveling around Europe. Whereabouts are you? What's your current location? Venice. Beautiful. What a beautiful part of the world. Yeah, you can always... This one will always, yeah, jump to his unwitting demise. Terrible hotel, lovely city. Amazing. I could have died then. You're not going to believe this, Tim Pop. I am off to Perth next Thursday. You can fly direct, Hazel, now. From Heathrow. It is 16 hours, though. Absolute jaunt. Tempted to play Simon's Quest. I'm tempted to do Simon's Quest on my trip to Perth, to be honest. Just kind of, do you know what I mean? Just get my head around playing it and... Just wonder if we could do it live. Is it rubbish, though? Like, I don't know. Yeah, in that neighbourhood. Taking the piss, aren't you? A mate of mine did. Mate of mine did Dubai to... Where did he go? Dubai to Auckland. I think that was 17 hours, I want to say. Auckland's still 4 from Melbourne, yeah. Travel kit, like, yeah, of course. So I use him. Do you know what, right? I literally use just an Android tablet. I've got an Android tablet with RetroArch on it. I've got a Bluetooth controller and a load of cables, basically. A couple of power banks, the usual. Pair of decent noise cancelling headphones. Although I'm tempted to invest a bit more in some better headphones soon. But I've got, honestly, it's a running joke, to be honest, especially around these parts, about how many pairs of headphones that I had, because I just went through a big stream of just buying them for, I won't say for no reason, because the reason was I wanted them, but you know what I mean, like, that I couldn't really justify. It's coming to something where Knuckles behind me had 2 different pairs of headphones at one point. But I mean, that's justified, right? 8-bit do, yeah. So I've got, I'll show you after this, but I've got like a, I've got an 8-bit do, yeah, Bluetooth controller. It's like a Saturn looking pad. I think it's called the M30, I think. Do you know what, Hazel? I've got some Soundcore. I've got some Soundcore Space 1, I think. They've just brought out the Space 1 Pro, haven't they? And I've seen them. They're like about 150 quid at the moment. Tempted, to be honest. The mad thing about those Anker headphones, mate, is the battery life. Absolutely ridiculous. But I have to take like a couple of pairs of headphones. Right in the face, God almighty. Jesus, Simon. I know he's undead, but Christ. It's on top of the stairs. Fucking cracked him straight in the melon. See if we can get this bit right. Fucking hell. Triple header. Perfect. Right, that's as good as you're going to get that. Bit of love for that. Perfect death corridor. Perfect. Oh god, I couldn't. I watched it. Although Logitech H111. Right. Never worried. I'm worried now. I was going to say, I'm going to get it here. Probably worth it. Go. Oh, so unlucky. Left. That was left. Left. Okay, left again. No more food here, is there? It's a shame. It's a real shame. Too early. Pick that out. And now, my good friends, it's Castlevania No Death. Cheers. Happy with that. Decent, wasn't it? Decent. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, like so this tablet, which is a Redmi Redmi Tab Pro, I think, and this controller, which is the 8-bit do M30, but I had it done so it looks. I had the white one with like so it looks like the satin pad, and the battery life's really good on that. So literally just that really. On this, like I used for playing anything wired, I use this, the SN30 Pro, which is obviously a nice bit of kit as well. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's a really nice piece of kit, that is. I'm happy with that. What time is it? Wow. Oh God, I better go in a bit. Well, not just yet. At least we got Castlevania done, didn't we? Let's play some Shanghais. Wow, it's proper just going dark. God, it's lovely round here, honestly. I can't tell you how happy I am that we moved out. It was just for the long-term fans of the channel, you realise what an ongoing saga that whole thing was. Like, I tried to move house about 5 times. You, the good One Credit Classics faithful, must have heard this is probably the last time I'll stream from this room, and then it wasn't, and we only moved out like we've been here for 9 months now. But you know what the mad thing is? Like, how's it going, Mike? Feels like we've always lived here in a funny kind of way. It really does. It's just such a really nice gaff, you know. Oh God, do you remember that? Jesus, Tim Pot. I'd forgotten about it. Fucking. No, it's not that one, is it? That's the one we always end up. That's fucking terrible. That was as close as moving house as you're gonna get. Although no, actually, tell a lie, it wasn't. The time after that was as close, I think, as moving house you're gonna get with that moving house. When we got told on the when was it? What day did I get told we weren't moving? Thursday. Supposed to move on the Monday. I got told on the Thursday we weren't moving. Fucking cheers. It's fucking rough, that was. But you know what? And I think I've told you this good people this story before, but my right up to the day of the move, we still had a big like yeah, we still had a big lot of uncertainty, really. One, because what had happened with the house before and people pulling out, but two, because like our solicitors confirmed it, but we still hadn't had like written confirmation from theirs. So our solicitors hadn't officially said to us, "Luke, you're moving out." They'd indicated that it was very likely we were. There was still a chance that we weren't. So right up to the point, we weren't actually able to make any kind of plans that we really should have done. You know what I mean? In terms of like, we didn't have any removal people. We didn't have like a bed. Like there's loads of stuff we didn't get a chance to do right. And the maddest thing was, like, on the day, like, and it was it was a Thursday, it was December the 18th, I think, or 19th. It was a Thursday because the solicitors all closed on the Friday, and it was the last day we could move. And obviously we just managed to get in, like, it was all the solicitors were closed. We wouldn't have moved till January if we hadn't moved then. And like, and what happened was like, we got up at like 7 in the morning, and no, I got up at 7. I walked down to Enterprise, rented a car. I'd hired a van, right, and I drove the van back up home, and we just started packing the house. We'd already packed up in the boxes, but we just started packing the house into getting the house ready to move. Do you know what I mean? So we packed it all up, but we packed like, we did 3 trips in that van, and it's like about, I don't know, maybe 5 miles maybe from the old house to the new house, right? So I packed this van full of stuff. We're just about to go, and I get a call from the solicitors. And the solicitors say, you're all good. You can pick the keys up at this time. So we take the first van full of stuff. I get some food, and then we get in the van. We move it up to the new place, start unpacking it. And then there's 3 things. There is in the van, right? There is 3 items left, right? 3 very, very small items, right? I look out the window of the new gaff, and I see a 2-seater sports car pull up with 2 of the most unsuitably sized gentlemen for that kind of car. I'm not saying they're fat, they're not fat, right? But they are a broad gentleman, right? It was Tim from the gym, right? And young Jamie, right? Who's also, fair play to him, a bit of a unit, right? Literally turned up, moved 1 item each, and then they had to go, right? Because I didn't tell them what time it was, like, but it was just, they were just passing and they went, oh, I know, we'll see what they're doing. So it's legendary now. Every time I see him, Tim from the gym, I always say, thanks very much for all the help with moving house. Couldn't have done it without you. So that happened, right? Then we went back to the house, packed another van full of stuff up, got it back. By this point, it's getting dark, and we've got like 3/4 of a van's worth of stuff left, right? And as you might imagine, like the house itself, the new house, is just absolute chaos. And then we drive back to get the last van with stuff. There's this like 1 bit of furniture. I think it was was it like some kind of cabinet? Anyhow, me and Mrs. Walker at Classics are moving it down the stairs. I'm like at a funny angle, I lose my footing. She kind of goes forward. Long story short, I smash my head off the this kind of thing where the because it was an external boiler. So by the bottom of the stairs, it was like a wooden, like basically a wooden kind of space, like a little wooden alcove where all the pipes were. Right, I smashed my head on that. Oh god, absolutely knackered, and my head went completely. I was like, I don't want to fucking even move this thing. I was like on the floor. I thought my head was bleeding. Like proper lost me nut. And then so in the end, we didn't take that with us. And I was like, we got the last bits of stuff in the van, and my head was really hurting. And Mrs. One Credit was Classics was like, right, so what I'm gonna do is you drive the van up, and then I'll go Argos, because I bought us an air mattress. And I was like, okay, that's a phenomenal idea. I didn't even think of that. And so the room where I'm sitting now, this room was the room that we slept in for the first while, actually. Oh mate, it was brutal, honestly. Right on the top of the head, like proper. I proper stood up, and it fucking hurts so much. Anyhow, like so she went to Argos to pick this bed up, got back, and we just managed between us to finish the last bit of the unpacking. Like so we had everything in the house, and all we had on the drive was our cars and the transit van. And I went out to, what did I do? Oh yeah, I went out to straighten the van up, and then I came back in, and there was literally just mayhem. You know what I mean? There's just boxes everywhere, and you know what I mean. It's just that first kind of bit where you first move in is wild, isn't it? Like, because you just haven't got any sense of. You just think to yourself, this is never going to look tidy. This is far too big a job for any one human being to try and restore any kind of order into this absolute chaos. And anyway, I'd gone out, and then I'd come back in, and with one last box of stuff. Oh, I think that's done, isn't it? Yeah, I'd come back in with one last box of stuff, and when I came back in, Mrs. One Credit Classics had set in the time. I don't think I was gone that long, but she'd set the Christmas tree up, and the Christmas tree was up in the conservatory, and it was like the whole house was just boxes everywhere. But all I could see when I walked in was this Christmas tree, and I started crying. I couldn't stop crying. I was like, I can't believe we did it. I can't. It was too much, you know what I mean? It was too emotional a day for me. And I was like, that was. And do you know what the maddest thing was? Right, it got more emotional than that. Like, she was like, I was like, we did it. All I kept saying was, we did it. And we walked outside, right, and literally I could hear Christmas music, and I thought to myself, 2 secs. That's Shanghai, by the way. And I could hear Christmas music, and I thought to myself, what's that? Like, where's it? Is that next door? Or? And we walked out the front gate and looked up the street, and there was the local kind of, I think it was the local scout group, had like a float with like a Santa, and there was like Santa at the top of the street, like in his sleigh, going across the top of the street, and I waved at him, and he waved back at me. And I thought to myself, this is the most Christmassy I will ever feel on all my time on this earth. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never be able to beat. I'll never be able to feel more Christmassy than I did at that exact point when I looked up the street and saw Santa bowling past after we'd finally moved house to the house that we always wanted. We had like the Christmas tree up, the dogs were there, we'd done it, you know, like in the nick of time. It was like whatever time it was late, it was pretty late. And I just remember thinking to myself, I don't know, there's some things you experience in life that, like, I don't know, maybe you don't appreciate the kind of significance of them until they finish, you know. Maybe you look back on stuff like I like I look back at a lot of things that have happened to me and think to myself, wow, like that was a massive deal. I wonder why, like when I with judging fights, when I've done certain fights like that have been really, really big, you know, like I've just been in such a good rhythm with judging fights that I'm aware of the fact that this is a big fight, but I'm so fixed on my protocol and what I need to do that it still remains the same thing. It's not until you get home that you think, God almighty, like last like do you know, it was nearly to the day this time last year, the UFC did a show at the Sphere, right, in Vegas, and then they asked me to go, and I did it, and I did a world title fight there, and it's hard to describe what that felt like, but once again, like I took all of it in, you know, like at the time, and I was aware of the fact that it was something a bit special. But I remember like with most of these things, I ended up I got the plane home the next day. So I finished the show I flew on the Friday, got there the Friday afternoon. I went to the Canelo weigh-ins, I remember that, and then I did the show on Saturday, and then flew at I think I flew at 3 p.m. I want to say on Sunday afternoon. I got home at 8 o'clock Monday morning, and I didn't have the mad thing is, like I went to work, and I had to teach as well. So I had a group, like I was teaching like the classic like employability support kind of class. So, and I remember just landed at Manchester, straight to the office, had a brew, sat in, waited for my learners to turn up, and I don't think any of them turned up straight away. So I think I was in that little room on my own for like about half an hour, but it felt like about 20 years. And I remember just thinking to myself, like this element of my life makes no sense, like none at all. Like there was 17,000 people in the Sphere, and like the whole thing felt like a giant video game. And I was like looking around, and there was all these screens everywhere, and there was really, really I mean, I fucking saw Jeff Bezos, you know what I mean? Like and quite a few other people who were like famous. But yeah, I just remember like thinking to myself like, wow, that was. But it wasn't till a couple of days later that I watched the event back, and I was like, holy shit, I got a sense of it like being there. But I remember just thinking to myself like, this is something else. But my point with that is like, I got the direct sense of the fact that this Christmas was something special, you know. I got 100% of the you know, of like how much all that meant, you know. I got everything all at once, and like it's hard to describe really what a kind of I should have had a word with Bezos, to be honest. Look, Jeff. Honestly, I should have drop kicked him. Look, Jeff. You have essentially crippled. You have essentially crippled the Amazon affiliate scheme for the small business owner. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. But yeah, it was just something else, man. It's funny, those moments in your life sometimes. Like you see sometimes you don't really get a sense of how big a lot of these things are until they finish, but I don't know. Pretty hard to beat, that was. I can see a few here, but I can't see anything that's going to make a reasonable difference. That is the only reason, Prince Watercress, that I'm so emotionally invested in this clear now. Because I thought to myself, as soon as I started, and I thought, I'm still talking now, let's have another game of Shanghai. And then I thought to myself, have we ever done back-to-back Shanghai clears? I don't think we have. In fact, I know we haven't. Is that the next... Oh my god, is that the next thing? That's it. Riches to unfair amount of riches. Right. Hang on. Let me get rid of that. And get rid of that. I've got a 3 there. When I started Renham Industries, I had 2 things. A dream and £6 million. That's it, yeah. Stick it, Jeff. Bless you. If you're listening. Imagine if you just turned up in the stream now. Jay Bezos. That's it. Oh, I think this is him. See you in a bit, my friend. Take care of yourself. Great to have you on board as usual. Oh, I think that's it. I think that will be that. Yeah, I think that's it. Right, I don't want it. Yeah, that's it. Can anybody see anything else before I ask if there's any other moves? I don't think there is. I think that's that. Ugh. No, that's that. Right then, my friends. In your own time. We will so what we're gonna definitely do next week, right? We'll definitely stream Monday. After that, I don't think we will stream till the Monday after because I'm going to Australia, obviously. So I think that's the plan. Oh, you've got to love Bubble Bobble, aren't you? But yeah, if I get a good clear on SMB3, I will post it up on Patreon and stick it onto general. We are getting a lot better at that. It was loads of fun, you know what I mean? Like to try and get that. It was heartbreaking when I nearly died at that. When I was on 48 minutes and going into the last thingy and I died. But what are you gonna do, right? Like we're putting things in place so we could have a really good clear at some point. It's just all the elements have got to line up, you know. But yes, I'm gonna go. You take good care of yourselves, my good friends. I'll definitely see you on Monday. I might be about Saturday, to be honest. I might be about Saturday in the day. If I'm about Saturday in the day, I'll play Mario 3, I think. Because we haven't really got an agenda at the moment with them. So I might jump on and do one of them. But I'll put pastry on. I'll put pastry on. Do you know what I mean? You pay $2 a month for a fucking ice bun. Right? Higher tiers get a Belgian bun. It's all kicking up. Pastry on. Amazing. Nobody come up with that, no. Yeah, so I'm going to shoot off. So long story short, I might stream on Saturday. I will stream on Monday. And then I'm going to Australia. Take good care of yourselves. I'll put a post up so you can pick the games. Have a great Wednesday. And I'll see you good people soon for more of the same. Take care, my friends.